Are you strapped for time, but still kind of want a bracket that destroys your friends and coworkers? Stick with me, because this year I let AI do all the work for me, and I'm going to share those results with you. Every year, I would do hours of research, flip-flop back and forth on 5 versus 12 seed games until I finally submit my carefully crafted bracket. And every year, some school like Farley Dickinson from Hackensack, New Jersey, comes along and knocks off a #1 seed and leaves us all with the same question. How did I miss this? We all know that the odds of a perfect bracket are small. And maybe you've even seen the exact odds are 1 in that number. Not even gonna try to say it. All that I'll say is that number of millimeters is roughly the size of our solar system. Yeah, the odds of a perfect bracket are astronomically small. So instead of wasting my time researching hours on end on each of the 64 teams in the tournament, I looked for data to build out a machine learning model that will be powered by Tensorflow. All you need to know about Tensorflow is if it's good enough for some of the biggest companies in the world, it's good enough for your bracket. We just need to feed it good data. And I found exactly what I was looking for on barttorvik.com. Very clean, very consistent product over the years. I scraped data back to 2008 and built a model to predict last year's tournament. I was shocked to find it predicted the tournament perfectly, down to UConn beating San Diego State in the final. I was already dreaming of retirement, and then I realized I didn't filter out the postseason data, and it had a strong idea how the tournament went just by reading the number of games each team played. So I started over and scraped just the regular season data and again predicted last year's bracket. This is how it would have predicted last year's tournament. You can see not nearly as good of results, but still a bracket I would have been proud to submit at that time, with UCLA winning it all. Its best pick was in the South, where it correctly had San Diego State knocking off last year's people's favorite tournament winner, Alabama. It was so good on this side of the bracket in the first round. If only it had just committed to Miami in the Midwest. Also, it correctly had the tournament winner coming out of the West. It just slipped up by leaving UConn in the Elite 8. Just gonna ignore the Farley Dickinson region? This was probably everyone's ugliest region last year anyway. Overall, it was a very respectable bracket. So now I can take last year's tournament results, let my model learn even more, and predict this year's tournament. Before I show you the results, if you like this content and want to see more, please do me a huge favor and like, subscribe, and let me know what picks you love or hate. With that out of the way, here are my AI-generated predictions for the 2024 NCAA Tournament. We're going to start off in the West, where it has a spicy pick of Charleston knocking off Alabama in round 1. It also has Baylor getting knocked out by Clemson in the second round. Ultimately, it has Arizona taking the region, kicking out UNC in the Elite 8. In the Midwest, it has Colorado State winning their play-in game and then knocking out Texas. It has Purdue making it past the first round this year and getting to the Sweet 16 and eliminated by Gonzaga. Ultimately, it has Creighton making a run past Tennessee and Gonzaga to punch their ticket to the Final Four. The East is the model's most vanilla bracket, where it has most of the higher seeds winning most games in this region. One of last year's darlings, FAU, is the one exception. It has them getting knocked out by Northwestern in the first round. It has UConn winning this region, beating Iowa State to advance to the Final Four. In the South, it's more of the same in the first round, with all the higher seeds winning, but it has Texas Tech knocking out Kentucky in the second round. But it doesn't project any big surprises, with Houston, one of the best teams in the nation all season, winning the region. In the Final Four, it has UConn over Arizona and Creighton over Houston, with UConn as the tournament champion, as if you needed another reason to have UConn as your winner. If this helps you win some of the estimated $2.7 billion that will be wagered on this year's tournament, then you are obligated to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, then you'll love this one that predicts this year's NFL draft. See you in the next one.